Hey guys, you have a checkpoint quiz coming up tomorrow. And as part of that, you have some practice problems that I wanted to give you today about multiplying decimals. This is stuff you've seen in your core class, so I'm hoping that it's easy and that you remember how to do it. But there's a few practice problems here that you can use to just kind of refresh your memory. So when you're dealing with multiplying with decimals, basically you can ignore the decimals entirely and just treat it like you're multiplying whole numbers. And then at the very end, we're going to bring those decimals back in. So let's say you have this problem, you're taking 151.2 and you're multiplying it by 3.1. Always put the one that has more digits up on top. The decimals do not need to be lined up. It's just a coincidence in these numbers that they were. And I'm going to ignore the decimals and I'm going to treat this like it was 1,512 and 31. And I would just start multiplying from there. So 1 times 2 is 2, 1 times 1 is 1, 1 times 5 is 5, and 1 times 1 is 1. Here's my placeholder. Don't forget this. A lot of people forget placeholders for the 0. And you're on to multiplying with your 3. So 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 5 is 15, so I have to carry that 1 up. And 3 times 1 is 3, plus 1 more is 4. And I add like normal then, still treating it just like regular multiplication. 2 plus 0 is 2. 1 and 6 is 7. 3 and 5 is 8. And 1 and 5 is 6. And then we have the 4. So if these were whole numbers, that would have been my answer, 46,872. But they're not, they're decimals. And so there's one last step, and that is to go back and think about how many numbers you had behind the decimal place in the two numbers that you were working with. So for this example, we had one number in the first one behind, and we had one number in the second one behind. And so that made two places that were behind the decimals within our number. And so when I was a kid, I remember my teacher telling me the story that there was a guy going fishing. And so here's the guy going fishing. Here's his fishing pole. He's in a boat. And he catches decimals. Instead of fish, he catches decimals. So he caught one here. He catches one more decimal fish here. But at the end of the day, he is going to throw them all back, right? He doesn't want to take them home. So he throws this one back and this one back. And so at the end of the day, he's throwing 1, 2 decimal fish back. And he's got that decimal that's going to land in that spot. So you're going to count up how many numbers you have behind the decimals and jump back that many jumps in your answer. And that's where your decimal will land in your final answer. So our final answer would be 468.72. So I'm going to give you a chance to practice a few of those problems today. You have just 4 problems that you're going to do for me, so just these ones that are highlighted in yellow. Here's another example problem for you if you need it. And so hopefully this will get you ready for your checkpoint quiz. Again, you've seen this stuff several times, so it's not brand new. So hopefully this is just a quick refresher of for you guys about how to multiply with decimals. And then just a quick reflection. So how do you multiply with 2 decimals? How do you multiply 2 decimals together? So that is it for me today. Don't forget that you also have MobyMax going on throughout the week. So you need to get to 40 minutes total, 30 minutes in your math tab for the entire week, not every day, for the entire week, and 10 minutes in your fact fluency. That is due on Monday. So today would be a good day to go and get some of that work done as well. Or if you are missing assignments, then you should spend some time working on those as well. All right. Don't forget your exit ticket. Reach out with any questions that you have. Talk to you later.